Radio with me, Johnny Burrow and Cal Halbert, and I'm delighted to say that we are joined on the line by Chris Cowlin of Last Word on Spurs. He's a wonderful Spurs YouTuber and, of course, of the Spurs Fan Show here on Love Sport Radio. Chris, so close and yet so far. How are you feeling?
Absolutely gutted. I feel like crying, to be honest. But overall, we have had an amazing journey this season. With all the problems Tottenham have had, playing at Wembley, spending no money, all of the injuries, we should be very, very proud as Tottenham fans that we reached the Champions League final. But it just wasn't our night tonight. But hopefully, these sorts of finals are where we want to be. Hopefully, in the next few years, we can get here again.
Chris, I know you're out in Madrid. You were at the game. What's the feeling amongst the Spurs fans out there? Because obviously you're gutted. But is there optimism, or is it this was our one chance and we blew it?
No, I think there is a lot of optimism. You have to be positive about these things. We've got a fantastic manager. We've got some fantastic players. I've no doubt at all that Pochettino will probably be criticised by some people and saying, was Harry Kane the right choice to come in? And after what Lucas Moura did at the Ajax game, but it is an amazing feeling to reach the Champions League final. Yes, there's a lot of disappointment, but overall, all the Tottenham fans around me, everyone was extremely proud. They clapped off every single Tottenham player, and that's how we all feel. Very, very proud of our team.
Chris, it's Cal here. I wanted to speak to you about this. Now, obviously, the final score was 2-0. Would it have felt worse if it was just 1-0 and it was that penalty that ended the game for you? Would it feel worse for that?
Not really. I think if you lose a game, it doesn't matter what scoreline it is. It's just disappointing losing a cup final when you come so close. But from where we were sitting, it didn't look a deliberate handball and a clear-cut handball. It was disappointing, but sometimes these decisions go for you, sometimes they don't. And as I say, it's all about being proud of our football club tonight.
Absolutely. And I mean, it wasn't like Spurs weren't attacking constantly. You were all over them. But it just, every time you were attacking, there was just a sea of red shirts in the box.
Exactly. A team doesn't get to the Champions League final by being poor. We knew that we were up against a very, very good Liverpool team. They've only lost once in the Premier League all season, so we knew it was going to be very tough. But we needed to be on top of our game from the off. And when a team concedes a goal so early, it quietens the crowd a little bit. I'll say that, but the Tottenham fans are actually excellent tonight. But yeah, it's always going to be very difficult when you concede a goal so early.
Chris, what went through your mind when that early penalty got given?
Here we go again. It's not been easy this season. Tottenham have really put every fan through it, but we have had an amazing journey to get here. No one thought we would even get out of the group stages. Then beat Dortmund in both legs, and then the Manchester City, 2 legs, fantastic. And then, of course, Ajax, probably one of the best days of supporting Spurs in my life, the Ajax away game, incredible scenes there. And as I say, it's just disappointing that we just didn't finish the job off tonight.
Chris, I said this to Johnny earlier on. I want to see if you agree with me. I think this is start of something special for Spurs. You've got a new stadium. You're in the Champions League final. I think this is only stuff that you can build on. Look at Liverpool. Liverpool lost in the Champions League final last year. There's no reason why Spurs can't come back. I don't think this is the last time last time we'll see Spurs in a Champions League final. I think you're going to come back again, and I think you're going to take one.
I totally agree. I think it's very, very exciting times for Tottenham fans. No one thought in a million years that we would reach the Champions League final this season. As I said earlier, fantastic manager, some fantastic players. Now that we can reach Champions League finals, it is now, the next step is going on to reach a final again and win the competition. And I just hope that we spend the money in the right places that we need in the summer. Bring in a few decent players and fresh faces, and hopefully Pochettino will get that much-needed trophy for him and all of the fans.
Chris, it would obviously be wrong to judge Mauricio Pochettino's ability and the job he's doing as a manager at Spurs on that lack of trophy, because he's quite clearly fantastic.
He's done wonders.
But
he's done absolute wonders.
But even with that, Chris, how long are the likes of Harry Kane, Eriksen, Dele Alli going to give this team before they start perhaps having their heads turned by teams who are winning things?
Oh, it's a very difficult one to answer, isn't it? As a Tottenham fan, you only think that you want these players to stay, but I think that the trophies will come, and I think that they will come very soon. We've come very, very close here now, and when players get to finals like this, they want to get it again. So I've no doubt that we will be in hunt for the Champions League final next year.
Well, Chris, it's lovely to hear you being positive. Commiserations again, and safe journey home from Madrid. Chris Cowlin there of Last Word on Spurs. He's a Spurs YouTuber, and of course is on the Spurs Fan Show here on Love Sport Radio as well. Spurs fans not messing around. They feel that they now deserve to be here, and maybe that is the silver lining to come from tonight, that actually they didn't win, but they've been in a Champions League final. The next time, it won't be that case of nervousness, of a brave new world. It'll be calm, it'll be composed. We've been here before, we know what we need to do. Let's go and get the job done. Liverpool got the job done, and we've got a Liverpool fan on the line in just a moment.